Thank you, Davis Mills. You know, watching this Hall of Fame game got me reminiscing about the good times we had with him at QB1. Was it all sunshine and rainbows? Absolutely not. But we can't argue that this man carried us through some of the darkest years of Texans history. I will always have such high respect for him as a player. He did what he could with almost nothing to work with, and now that we've been so focused glazing CJ Stroud, we completely forgot who's responsible for him landing in our hands in the first place.
Buying some time, fires towards the end zone, and it is caught!
Oh my word.
Congratulations, you made it to the only Davis Mills appreciation video on the internet. My favorite neck boy behind Flight Reacts was drafted in the 3rd round by the Houston Texans in the 2021 NFL Draft. Did y'all know his middle name's literally Compton? This was a time where we had absolutely no draft picks thanks to Bill O'Brien's goofy trades, and essentially we were about to hit rock bottom. Hey look, I still have the picture to this day. Anyway, Davis Mills played for Stanford, so you already know my guy was an intellectual. He joined in 2017 and redshirted that season. However, thanks to COVID, this guy would only play a whopping total of 14 college games. In the end, his college career consisted of 3,648 passing yards, 18 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. In one of his games against Washington State, he set a school record with 504 passing yards. He was balling for sure. So much so that the Texans thought they could use him. I mean, Deshaun already wants out anyways, what's the worst that can happen, am I right? General Mills would start the season behind veteran Tyrod Taylor. Off topic, but Tyrod was absolutely cooking the first 1.5 games for us. Anybody else remember that? We were going toe to toe with Cleveland, a team everyone had going to the playoffs, but Tyrod Taylor's hamstring gives out. Now it was Davis Mills' time to shine. Under as much pressure as you can possibly be under through his circumstances, he scored his first touchdown near the end of the game. Our general was about to go through the growing pains. Painful losses to Carolina and Buffalo would follow, but against the Patriots, we're about to see what the general was capable of. 312 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He was cooking. Did we choke away the huge lead anyway? Yes. Was I distraught after the game ended? Of course, but Mills had untapped potential. Flash forward to against Jacksonville. Texans are the laughingstock of the NFL, but guess what? Mills was playing against the first overall pick of that year in Trevor Lawrence. Mills saw this challenge and outperformed him like the gangster he is. 209 yards, 2 touchdowns to just 1 pick. All of a sudden, this guy looked like one of the top QB prospects in the draft. However, the following week would prove to be his magnum opus. Against the Chargers, Texans were merely supposed to be a bye week for Los Angeles and bring them one step closer to a playoff berth. But the general had other plans, dissecting the defense as if it was war strategy. 254 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions on 78% efficiency. He completely took a dookie on the faith train in Los Angeles. Thanks to this one game, Los Angeles would not make the playoffs. Although the next game would be L's for the Texans, Mills was legit our only shining light in the atrocity that took place on the field of the 2021 season. I was this close to getting a Davis Mills jersey. But then...
Starting to rain at Soldier Field on 3rd and 1. Mills, pass deflected, intercepted! Roquan!
The following season would prove to be a rough one for the general. It started off decently strong against the Colts with the Sidley tie game, but afterwards a complete regression. Every game was painful, each one more painful than the last to watch. Every Sunday I stuck around and watched though. I wanted Mills to succeed. Unfortunately, this guy just could not get it done, but I don't care. Want to know why? Because the last game would be all that mattered in the end. The horrible train wreck was almost over. The Texans just needed to get this game over with against the Colts. Colts had a lead entering the final possession, and it seemed like the Texans all but solidified their ticket for the number 1 pick. But Lovie Smith and Davis Mills had other plans. 4th down, Mills knew he had to go out with a bang. Not just 1, but 2. Just like that, the Texans won the game. We now had the number 2 pick instead of number 1. Texans were getting laughed at left and right. We're a poverty franchise, they said. We're a joke, they said. Just delete your franchise, they said. Little did they know that these 2 plays, orchestrated by Davis Mills, would change the course of history for the Houston Texans forever.
3 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select CJ Stroud, quarterback for Ohio State.
Texans are here and that he's here to witness it.
Good move here by Davis Mills. Buys some time, and he's able to find a receiver down to the 40. That's Skoranek. Went right around him.
Well, he does a great job. You're right, Hardy. Nobody picks him up at all. They're thinking the play fake is going to get him coming down the line a little bit harder, but he gets up the field. And you see Mills, he's just able to avoid him, keeps his eyes down the field. He's made some throws already